Hello, my name is Jakeem Hamilton, and this is my presentation on what is a community. So, before we begin, I would like to introduce myself due to us talking about what a community is. And communities are made up of individuals, therefore, it is only right that I introduce who I am. For those of you watching this presentation, it's important for you to know me. My name is Jakeem Hamilton. I'm 29 years old. I'm an African American male from the southern state of South Carolina. And English is my first and only language that I speak, and I have lived in America all of my life. I was raised in a low socioeconomic background, and because of this does affect the way that I view the world. I also graduated from college despite coming from a low economic background, and also this is my second master, so education is very important to me. It has been to my family, and my faith is very important to me as well. I provide this information to let you know who I am and how these different parts of my identity have allowed me to form community and connection with similar people. So, community, what is that? Before I give my definition of what a community is, I think it's important for us to identify the major aspect of all communities. And this is the hallmark of all communities is that they are linked based on solidarity, meaning that all people in a group feel that they are in agreement, that they belong to one another, and meaning that all groups form and thrive based on a perceived collective need. With that in mind, my definition of community was centered around this theme of a collective need, which is community is when a group of people with a similar goal, identity, and history come together to affirm themselves or seek connection through common interests, and that is my definition. And so this leads us to the importance of community. What is the importance of community? If my definition is correct, that is people of interest, history, and identity coming together for a common interest or a common good. Why is it important for us to belong to a community? Well, community is important because it allows individuals and groups to address collective needs. In short, community allows individuals to have a sense of belonging that allows them to tackle the issues that define the community. For example, I am African American, and I have had to deal with some issues of racism in my life. And I have had the support of other African American men and women to help me tackle and navigate through the harsh reality of racism. And by connecting with other African Americans who have gone through the same experience, I have learned to define myself based on my own humanity and not what people may think of me, right? And so that just is the big connection or the big benefit of a community. Belonging to a community allows for forming interpersonal relationships and giving and receiving social support. Community allows for a sense of ownership and allows for a sense of connection to other people, and it makes you feel grounded so that you know that you are not only you're not facing the issues alone, that you have other people and a support network that can make you feel stable. And that's why the importance of community is and why we should belong to community. And I think this leads into the libraries and community. Libraries and librarians must know the community to serve the individuals in those groups. For example, if a library exists in a community with many immigrants, then in order to serve that community better, the library should have programs that can help those immigrants learn English as a second language. Also, that is not the most exhaustive example, it's just one example to show the importance of why a library needs to be able to know the community to form programs to connect with that community so people in the community see the library as important to their lives, not obsolete. Libraries need to have community outreach to better connect to different communities the information center is located in. And this brings me to my conclusion that community is important as it connects individuals through solidarity. Libraries should reach out to understand the communities around the institution, and through community, we can have a purpose. This is my works cited page, and thank you for listening to my presentation. Thank you and have a blessed day.